Alright everybody, hi, welcome to Covering Cover Letters. My name's Emma. I am a junior in Industrial Engineering and English, and this is my fourth semester doing this. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, I think I'm right.
My name is Megan. I'm double majoring in International Studies and Economics. I'm a junior, and this is my fifth semester leading office.
Hi, I'm Maria. I am a sophomore in economics with a minor in statistics, and this is my second semester in economics.
So, happy Monday everybody. My voice sounds like I'm just not getting over being sick, but I just wanted to tell you why it sounds really bad. The first thing we're going to do is a quick little icebreaker. So if everyone wants to stand up and kind of converge around here where Andre is standing. We're gonna move around a little bit. Alright, first thing I want you to do is look around and shake someone's hand and leave someone new. Unless you're sick, in which case, like, elbow bump or something. Just elbow bump. Okay, has everybody met somebody new? Wait, friend? Yeah? Good. Okay, so we're gonna play a quick game, and I'm gonna call out some prompts, and I'm gonna tell you, like, we're gonna go to different sides of the room for different answers. So I'm sure all of y'all have done something similar at some point.
If you agree with one thing, you'll go on this side. If you agree with the other thing, you'll go on the other side.
So the first question is, have you been to a launch before? Yes, over here. No, over there.
Join in.
Can everyone see me / hear me? All right. Cool. No no's. So I'm gonna take that as yes.
Okay, have you ever been to lunch?
Yeah.
So it's the same. All right, cool. So remember, if you go to 6, you get a professional development certificate. Okay. So I want to know what year everybody is. So I guess first, second, third, and fourth. First, second, third, fourth in the corners. Yeah, whatever you got. Yeah, cool. All right, so we have a good mix in the room. I like that. That's good. Okay. Have you applied for a job before? Yes and no. Applied for a job before.
Okay.
Okay.
Please put your stuff down.
So most of y'all
seat,
have
and you can join
written
in
a
again.
cover letter before of some sort? Maybe? Maybe? Yes, no? Okay.
For that job, if you had to write a cover letter, stay on this side. If you didn't have to write a cover letter, go on to the other side.
Oh, okay. Okay, so pretty good mix.
You'll learn how to today.
Yes. And are you planning to apply for a job in the next year? Yes and no. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. So we just wanted to get kind of a feel for who's in the room, get y'all walking around a little bit. It's really late in the day. So everyone can sit back down. And we're going to go into our learning outcomes. So what we want to teach everybody today is how to structure a cover letter, how to communicate it effectively through an email, and writing and using a thank you note. Cover letters are crucial in addition to, I know resumes was last week, so hopefully a bunch of y'all went to that launch. Resumes are great for kind of a quick snapshot of your skills, your experiences, but cover letters are where you get to go in depth in that, and employers get to really see who you are and what you have to offer. It's not working. So, in a job search, there are two things that you can't control: attitude and what you look like on paper. And this is what you look like on paper.
Okay, so a lot of you said, pretty much all of you, that in the next year, so you're looking to apply for a job. We want to really stress the importance of the cover letter today, because the cover letter is where you can tailor yourself towards the job more and explain to the company why you'd be a good fit in the job more than you can on the resume. So if you're like writing out whole sentences, and instead of just talking about yourself, you can focus on the company too. So before you start your cover letter, you should research the company, know like what skills they're looking for, the knowledge, the qualities, like all the different job requirements, and really be selling yourself in the cover letter. You also should research the organization as a whole, like know what they're doing, its culture, its history, all about the job and the company. And then you should also research yourself. You should know a couple of things that you want to highlight, your top skills, glean a couple of your best attributes from your resume to pull out and highlight in the cover letter.
It is really important to highlight there's 3 types of cover letters: application cover letters, prospecting cover letters, and networking cover letters. The application cover letters are the ones where you already know the job you're applying for and you're focusing your whole cover letter on that job. The prospecting cover letter is when you're looking for information about positions. You just send your cover letter to someone in your resume, possibly looking for any positions that they have. You don't necessarily know if they have openings, but you're looking for them to have some. And then there's a networking cover letter. That's more to have learn some information and how the hiring field is around the person you're sending your cover letter to. But today we're gonna focus on the application cover letter because that's probably the most useful since you are looking forward to apply for jobs next year or soon. So that's probably the cover letter you will most likely write. There's another activity, the seller cover letter activity. Counselor Woodson is retiring, and NC State is looking to find his replacement. Here are the candidates for the next NC counselors: Miley Cyrus, Morgan Freeman, Beyonce, and oh god, Tom Brady. I'm sorry, I should know that. And your job is to come up with a brief summary of what makes each candidate a successful option and why they should be chosen.
Okay, so this is just a little bit to like wet your feet in terms of writing a cover letter. So we're gonna split into groups and we'll just like figure out, write a little 1 to 2 sentence blurb on what you would say to really sell each of these candidates for the position. So if you're the 2 farthest down tables, you have Miley. Next table, 2 are Morgan Freeman, Beyonce, Tom Brady.
And y'all can use like your laptops to look up about it if you need to. We'll be around to help out.
Yeah, so we'll walk around and help you out a little bit, but if you just want to start brainstorming at your tables and come up with just like 1 to 2 sentences on how you would sell your candidate.
You don't want to like move your chairs to work at the table.
I want 5.
He also won a player award this year.
MVP.
Did he win MVP?
Yeah. He's like
He's a people person.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess his teammates like him. I don't know about everyone else. Yeah.
He like makes sure that he's very involved with his fans, like at the parades and stuff after the Super Bowl. He makes sure he goes down into the crowd and stuff. So like.
So, can you have on a weird outfit? Communicate well, that's a good cover letter to point.
You know, he's carried the team for 5 Super Bowls. A lot of weight on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So my first sentence is Tom Brady's a winner.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Even though I might not agree.
So yeah, you're gonna
Stuff
need
they're
it.
coming up with
Tom Brady is a winner.
And if you don't have one of these, just draw one. Careful. That's a good word. Also, he's older, so he's been around longer. So
He's like 40,
makes you
yeah.
wiser. I don't know.
Experience.
Yeah. Also, he's consistent. He's been on the Patriots for a long time. So like.
He's loyal.
Yeah.
Loyal.
Sorry, my brother's a huge Patriots fan. If you can't tell, I really wanted the Patriots to win yesterday. I'm from the north, so it just makes it easier.
And everybody, we will be asking for audience participation, and there will be candy and prizes. If that changes anything for anyone's motivation.
What do you guys have? I think I didn't know. I'm so embarrassed. So embarrassed. It's fine. What reasons are you guys giving for this guy?
Also, like, it's not just like I have leadership.
He's also team captain, isn't he?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I don't know. I didn't see him.
He's not?
Coin toss.
Yeah, but that could have been an old photo too.
I guess she would know. Yeah,
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Oh, that's good enough. I don't know if I would choose him because I don't know the guy.
Although his chances are
Yeah, they don't know.
hopefully every decision.
Tom Brady has been a captain since 2002.
Wow.
Great
Damn.
leadership experience right there.
The more you know.
That's what I thought. He's also the most desired sperm donor of all time.
Wait.
Everyone wants to have Tom Brady's
Oh,
sperm.
Is that a real rank?
No, yeah, well, I don't. I read an article about it. And I mean, he does have good features and like. I don't know if he's done it, but like people have broken into his house trying to steal his sperm, and that's why like in TED 2. You know,
How would that be like quick and like, you know, in the house, at the house?
well, that's why they make. I don't know if any of you guys have seen TED 2, but that's why they make fun of it in TED 2 is because like it actually has happened before. Sorry guys, I'm full of all this useless Tom Brady knowledge. It's fine.
3 more minutes to come up with a blurb.
Now, if we got Beyonce, I would be at
Yeah, I feel that, but like I wouldn't be, you know. He's also married. And he's been married for a while, so like devoted, like husband.
Alright, so I have.
If that says anything, I don't know.
Successful franchise who's left 5 seconds. While he is a high achiever, he is a person that has strong communication Don't edit or add. Alright, so
We're just like using cover letters.
They do quarterback.
What?
Yeah, we have.
collab.
Yeah, you guys want to just like show it.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is a winner at whatever he does.
All right.
He's an innate leader.
Who thinks they have the best candidate?
Ooh, Beyonce, good, okay. So, we're gonna give out prizes for the first person to volunteer, so you get one already, look at that.
Okay, well, Beyonce Knowles Carter is the best candidate for FCSU chancellor because of her high influence within the nation and within the world. It's because of all the awards that she's won and through her music and activism. And she definitely demonstrates good leadership through her activism and having her own brand. And she will bring diversity to NC State because she would draw on more students. And because she's an international brand, she'll have connections with people all around the world.
See, now that's a great example because not only were the qualifications listed, but the explanation as to why those qualifications are pertinent to this job were explained. So your resume has your qualifications, your cover letter shows how they're relevant. And what was your name? Janine. Good job, Janine. Yes. Does anybody else want to volunteer? Ooh, yes, Tom Brady. Tell us about him.
Tom Brady is a winner at whatever he does. He is an innate leader, the QB of a successful franchise who has won 5 Super Bowls. While he is a high achiever, he is a people person and has strong communication skills.
Wow.
That does
Yes.
have strong
I got confused. I thought last night was supposed to be his 5th win.
The 6th.
I've
She was
been
like-
corrected.
He didn't win though.
I was so confused. As you can tell, I don't know anything about football. So what was your name?
Hampton?
Hampton. Okay. Oh, you were at my last launch. Good to see you again. Okay, congratulations. Thank you, Hampton, for your participation. Anybody want to say anything?
Other Tom Brady team, what did you
Oh,
have?
yeah. Anything different?
In the Eagles jersey, what are your thoughts?
Yes.
Well, I didn't put it down into so many words, but I was thinking to demonstrate his communication skills by, well, quite literally having to be a team leader and coordinating on the field.
Yeah.
Being able to do that would probably carry over into another
Yeah.
job like this. Thinking on your feet quickly.
What was your name?
Elise.
Elise, it's nice to meet you. So, she had a really great example because she took experience that he already had and showed how it would transfer into being good at the job he's applying for. So even if you don't have experience that's 100% relevant to the job you're applying for, you can find examples of where he showed those skills in other areas and connect it back to the skill that the employer is looking for.
Which again
Good
goes
job.
back to like translating from your resume
Yep.
to your cover letter, which just shows how important it is to send both of those in. Like a lot of job applications, you have to send in your resume, and the cover letter will be optional, but the cover letter is really what makes you stand out and shows how you can transfer all the skills from your resume.
So
So
if it's ever an option, we
It's
highly
not really.
recommend that you treat it as not a real option, but like something you have to do. Okay,
Miley,
Mary, good for Miley.
you guys definitely do, I know.
We said that Miley Cyrus would be a good chancellor's position because of her contribution to foundations such as the Trevor Project from St. Jude's Hospital, as well as the foundation she created, the Happy Living Foundation, which fights injustice facing homeless youth, LGBTQ, and other vulnerable populations. So she could take her experiences from these foundations and put it towards like improving the diversity at SCU.
Awesome. Okay, what was your name?
Samantha.
Samantha, great. So Samantha obviously did her research on Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus, which is awesome because you do as much research as you can for your cover letter.
This team was listening to the slide before about research the company, research your person.
Yes, definitely. Does anybody have anything for Morgan Freeman?
Yes, I'll say something.
Sure.
As a candidate, Morgan Freeman is very well respected amongst his many colleagues because he has done so many films with him in the past. He has countless references to go along with that. He has extraordinary interpersonal skills and communication abilities, which is able to generate and do just about any sort of top positions. And also, he's done everything from acting, directing, to producing, and also leading supporting roles. So all that can be combined into being able to be able to teach.
Anybody else want Reese's and wants to volunteer for the opportunity to get a Reese's?
There's so many.
No.
Okay, great job on this
Yes.
activity. Round of applause for everyone that's
Okay, so we like to use, in structuring, we're going to talk about writing your cover letter now. We like to use the Barney metaphor. So everyone knows that song. I hope you know that song and I'm not just crazy. You know, it goes, I love you, you love me, we're a happy family.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes?
Yes,
Not?
thank
Please
you.
don't tell me I'm crazy. Okay, so we like to use that metaphor for cover letters. A cover letter should have 3 or 4 paragraphs. The second paragraph can be split into 2 if you need it to be. And they are structured like, I love you is the first paragraph, you love me is the second paragraph, and then let's get together or we're a happy family is the third paragraph. So first paragraph is what you like or what the company should like about you. The second paragraph is, wait, no. The first paragraph is what you like about the company. The second paragraph is what the company should like about you, like your qualifications, what you bring to the table. And the third paragraph is kind of wrap up. I'd love to get to talk to you more in an interview. Thank you so much for your consideration. So Oh, you already did that, thank you. The intro specifically should be 2 to 5 sentences, it should be very short, and it's, you're answering some questions. So, how did you find the job? Who do you know at the job? Why do you want the job? And what do you like about the company? In the handout that we gave y'all, it kind of has that in the left side. Why you are writing, name the position. That's very important to have the position on there because oftentimes, sometimes employers will be looking for to fill more than one position at a time. So that makes sure your cover letter and resume get into the right hand. It's important to mention an aspect about the organization that especially interests you. This is where it shows that you've done your research and it shows how serious you are as a candidate because anyone can just see the name of a position on EPAC and throw in a cover letter without knowing anything about the company. But if you show that you know something about the company, they know that you're a serious applicant who wants to work for them specifically and is not just applying to as many places as possible. So even if you are doing that, put something specific in there and it'll get you one step farther.
Okay, so the next part is the main body. This is the really meaty part where you're selling yourself. So I love you, now you're on to you love me. This is where you'll use probably 1 to 2 examples that you're taking straight from your resume to highlight 2 or 3 skills or qualifications that you have, it's really tailored to you personally selling yourself and why you would be a good fit here. So you want to take a couple of things from your resume and really tailor them to the job description. And you can do that by using the keywords in the job description. They'll often describe the kind of candidate they're looking for. And you want to repeat that back to them saying why you fit this position. In this paragraph, you still want to be really concise. Make sure that you're always using action verbs. And the real focus of this paragraph is why the employer should hire you specifically. So you're really just drawing from experience. And since you're basing it off of your resume, you should choose jobs that you've had, descriptions, experiences, and relevant skills from your resume that fit the job description really well. And one thing that we recommend that you guys do when you're doing this to highlight your skills is the STAR method, which is recall the situation that you were in, S, T, the task that was given to you, A is the actions that you took, and R is the results. So situation, task, action, results, STAR. And that is a way to just kind of round out a little bit of a story to describe something on your resume and how you met these qualifications. And if you look on the cover letter, we give you this handout, and the front side is a template for you for when you're writing a cover letter, and then the back is part of an activity that we're going to do later. But if you want a quick look at it now, it's a sample cover letter that we've written for you, just to show you an example and have something that you can take home and look at. And if you look at the first related experience in the box or the second one, both of those, the stories are done using the STAR method. So if you want to just write STAR next to it on your paper as something that you can refer back to later.
All right, let's get together. This is the last section of your cover letter. This should be a little wrap up, not too long, 2 or 3 sentences. Probably you gonna say thank you to the employer for considering you for the position and remind them why would you want the position. You gotta remind them of your qualifications, the most important ones really quick. You gotta give your contact information. That's really important in case they are interested in you and you don't want them to be lost out of there. You want them to know where to contact you or when to contact you. And also, really important reminder, if you have any portfolios, writing samples, or anything else that you would want the employer to see or know that you have, you should definitely put that information in the last section of the cover letter. And here's where the employer will see the last bit of information they'll know about you. So it's really important for you to make a good impression in this last section.
So when you're writing your cover letter, it's really, just like resume, it's very much about the format. So it needs to be 1 page, just like a resume. Employers aren't going to want to read something that's 4 or 5 pages long. Like we said, short, sweet, and to the point. A great tip is to use the same header for your resume and your cover letter. In the case that they get separated from each other, it's a good way to put them back together. It makes you look more professional and clean, more prepared, and you're also going to want to sign it at the bottom. You can either print it out, sign it by hand, and scan it back into your computer, or you can sign a piece of paper, scan it as a PDF, and save that, and put it into the cover letter straight into the Word doc. So the one that you have doesn't have a signature on it, but you see there's space for a signature to go. So in this case, I would have printed it out, signed it by hand, scanned it back in. Since doing that, I actually have saved a PDF, and it makes it so much easier, especially when people send you documents like PDFs to sign. You can open them in DocHub and just put it in there. It's so easy. I highly recommend everyone does that. The front of the cover letter and the front of the handout and the back actually too have the formatting for the top of the cover letter. So you're gonna have your heading, then you have your date, and then you want the contact information for the company. So the name of the employer, maybe their position, and then the street address of the company you're applying for. If there isn't a name attached on the application, that's where EPAC, LinkedIn, company website, just the internet in general comes in handy. If at all possible, to find a name like a hiring manager, a recruiter, someone higher up that you think would be a good idea to address it to someone if you can, and sometimes you really and truly just can't. To whom it may concern will be just fine if you can just leave off the name up at the top. But if you can find someone, it'd be great. So 1 page, 10 to 12 point font, just like your resume. And the great thing about a header like this is that it takes up like a third of the page, so you have that much less to have to worry about writing. Fills up the page that much more. Right, so the main thing is consistent with the resume and concise in the wording. So now what I want everyone to do is take your handout, and we're gonna do a little activity that Megan is gonna explain.
Yeah, if you flip over to the sample cover letter on your handout that we've written, we actually wrote it for career ambassadors, but a summer internship, which is similar to what we're doing. And if you take a look at it, you can see that Emma, this is Emma's, if you can see that Emma has the same header that she would have on her resume, so that's what she's talking about, how they would match up. And then if you guys just want to take a couple minutes to read the letter and then talk about it in your tables, and then we'll meet back all together to talk about, think of a couple of great things that she's doing, and maybe a couple of things that she could work on, where you see her using the STAR method, where you see her using different things that we've hit on so far. So if you just want to take a minute to read it right now.
Great cover letter for TK, don't we?
I'm someone who wakes up and
Oh.
the day that Amy shadowed you at school.
We got more candy for participation.
I guess like the result is like the second to last paragraph, like, she said about her and then like she completed the coursework in the class, like I asked her, yeah, I guess that would be definitely something. It's okay. And then reiterating her contact information.
Oh, is that what they said? It was like,
Yeah.
okay, me too.
You're in village?
I'm entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Wait, you are?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Where are you living?
One of my friends and some other 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in this line?
Yeah, I am. I haven't checked it, but yeah.
Oh, bro, it's exploited then.
Huh?
Were y'all able to like, get a room okay today?
Yeah, they had a call. I actually watched it. That's why we started.
We had issues.
Wait, you already have your 4?
Yeah.
Wait, did you know them already?
No, I just knew one. So we found 2 others.
Yeah.
We're 432.
Oh, we like 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said what? We're not a big group.
I don't know, I'm always overlooking them, so I'm always considering.
Have you heard much about it?
Did you read the cover letter? I was surprised. I just read it now. I was shocked. It was really good.
I thought you were about to say.
Hey, she got it, so.
I thought you were about to say like I thought it was really funny.
Oh no.
You're like I was shocked.
No, I was shocked like it gave away.
Okay.
It was really good. Do you have anything that you really liked especially?
She was able to quantify some stuff,
Yeah.
so like with relaying like groups of 50 volunteers, like all like before, put numbers to things.
That is really important.
Yeah.
If you put numbers, it's like, oh, she really, like really specific numbers, it's like, okay, she really did that. You know? And I really like the closing paragraph. I think she did really well, like closing off, wrapping up work. I'm not surprised she got it.
Have I been in it?
Yeah.
I have a member of the like I've been to the garage, but not like above that.